Feeling well, hi. My name is Alexis, and this is Matia with Divine Tarot. If you are here from my Instagram page, hello, lovely ones. And if you are new or just finding me, welcome. Thanks for giving this a shot. If this found you, it could be for a reason. I always like to vet your energy, make sure that you feel like this is the right reading for you. So just trust yourself, of course. You hear every reader say that, but whatever. Actually, maybe I'll actually just do it. So I'll tell you when we get there. But let's get a reading for you today. So this is a general collective. I'm feeling love reading. That's another reason why I wanted to come back over onto YouTube, was to bring more love readings through. And if you're over on Instagram, you know that I have a fair mix. Spirit calls the collective there is a beautiful, beautiful collective. So you might resonate with some of those messages if you are awakening your psychic gifts, embracing your sacred feminine. But let's get a general love reading. Let's see what is coming toward you in love. I have a couple of really cool oracle decks here, and actually is their channeling name. But they created this deck and a tarot deck. I have both. And Raymond Ray was a client that I mentored, actually, as they were starting their spiritual business. So that was a really cool journey for me. So I love their deck, and I'm going to be using it in this reading today. But let's quit all the chatting. Spirit's like, you could just keep going all day long. They're like, no wonder why you came over to YouTube. Spirit's not surprised. All right, let's see for the beautiful viewer, what is coming towards you in love? What's coming towards you in love? Take a deep breath as you roll into this. Whoa. Let me just grab the cards and then we're going to talk about it. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about what we have here. Right away, I'm feeling, if you're finding this reading, you are going through something very intense in your relational world. I feel like this message is specifically for those of you who are partnered or recently separated from somebody, but right off the get-go, we have soulmates and beauty coming in. So soulmates, deep love, unity, and connection. Beauty, charming, graceful, and kind-hearted. So that feels like the anchor of your relationship. So a soul connection, beautiful relationship, like one that I'm hearing, I'm just seeing with the beauty card, it like took your breath away. That's what Spirit's giving me. So it was, they're calling me to say was. So again, please take what resonates. They're calling me to say was. It took your breath away. I'm seeing second chance for somebody. So some of you could have previously been in a long-term relationship or married, and like this was sort of a second chance love. I'm hearing second chance. We also have emotional storm, so turmoil, unstable, affected. Okay, so this could have been a very triggering connection, one that exposed a lot of wounding, especially I'm hearing for somebody, maybe you entered the relationship sort of quickly after leaving the one prior. No judgment whatsoever. There's no right or wrong, right? You have to go on your journey. I always like to say, I'm an experiential learner. I learn from experiencing things, you know. I guess that's what also makes me intuitive, and likely you too, if that is you. But I say, yeah, I'm an experiential learner. I have to go through the experience of things for it to actually make sense for me, you know. And I will say, I'm telling you this because you might resonate. I often feel like I make more mistakes because I have to like live life that way. I don't have to, but I'm choosing to live life that way. Trapped is coming out in reverse here, which I am going to take the reversal here, but in the upright it is stuck, tied down, and captive. So it does feel like I'm almost seeing like this person brought out, they're telling me the best and the worst in you. But some things that now you've noticed were really hit. That was so interesting. I got a call right in the middle of that. But what I was saying, it feels like this person brought out the best and the worst of you, is what Spirit's saying. And it's almost like not trapped in a way that you were feeling like you weren't in the right connection, but it almost feels like they helped expose these trapped feelings, these trapped narratives, like even trapped, I'm seeing like systems of thought within you, beliefs within you, you know, and it brought them to the surface. And so I just want to tell you right now, because I'm seeing some other cards here. I'm seeing conflict, intuition, one day, and withdrawn. You need to know this truth. Your vibrancy, your emotional depth, your emotional, I'm just seeing like flame, fireworks, volcano for somebody. That did not cause this person to withdraw. It did not cause them to walk away. It did not cause the conflict, okay? It takes two dynamics together, whether in their light phase or their shadow phase, and sometimes opposite of one another, you know, both to contribute. And oftentimes there does need to be a break or a separation. I'm not saying that this is the person that's coming toward you or back to you. We're going to find that out. This could just mean you're healing from something really big. I don't know who the person, your next person is in your love life. But I do want to just paint the picture of the energy here to make sure that you know if this is your reading or not. Clashing, differences, incompatibility. So again, this is what I was saying. It sort of feels like once this hit a specific depth, there started to be more of this conflict, this wounding. I'm hearing a lot of you saying like, I was feeling triggered. There's another reader and he says like activated, like using it in a positive way. His name is, his handle's Uncle Bronze. I just love everything he does. But he says like activated. Okay. So this person feels like they really activated something within you. Also here's heart song, telepathy, and inner knowing. One day. So someday, somewhere, another time. Okay. It feels like some of you really followed your intuition on this. And it's almost, and withdrawn. Single, solitary. Okay. So I feel like for those of you, for a majority of you, I feel like you walked away from this potentially. Now I'm not right away getting their energy. I'm not getting necessarily, we're going to look at their energy here in a minute, but I am getting that, like, number one, if you're resonating with this, you're single. You might be feeling lonely, but I do feel like you're separated from this person, number one. I do feel like this is the energy of you following your intuition and walking away from this. Or if you didn't actually walk away and they did, you're following your intuition to remain in no contact, to not reach out to them, right? To heal, to detach, right? I'm also seeing some of you like absolutely imagine detaching from their energy, right? And just knowing intuitively, even though you're feeling the weight of this separation, right? That someday, somewhere, you will find your person. So this feels like where once you were maybe very hard on yourself, I do feel like there's sort of this beautiful acceptance of, I come with what I have, and I'm learning what to do with it, you know? And you're learning what needs to be taken with you, what can be dropped off, what can be released, etc. I want to see their energy. Show me this person's, the energy of the person they're separated from, please. Clarity. Okay. Obscurity. Oh my God, that's so interesting. We have clarity and obscurity. Truth, intentions, honesty, secrets, mysteries, and concealing. Memories. So reminiscing. Dwelling. Bittersweet. Okay. And mistakes. Misunderstood, victim, and lost soul. Well, that makes sense now, actually. So it does feel like this person that you were connected with is getting clarity, right? Is getting clarity on their contributions in this relationship, their lack of clarity. It seems like, it just feels like this all of a sudden it's almost like I'm getting they became a different person for some of you, like truly a different person. Interesting. And I do believe they're feeling the truth of the fact that they weren't kind to you, right? They concealed emotional depth, emotional space, holding space for you as you were like working through this kind of unraveling is what I'm hearing. And it's very interesting because it's like they were no saint either, right? They like came with their things, which is so fascinating. But they're definitely feeling memories of you. They're dwelling. I feel like they're believing and understanding that their actions were definitely mistakes. And look, we have spying on the bottom. So this person could be spying on you, could be searching you, social media. I don't know why I'm hearing some of you changed your phone number. This person's trying to get your phone number back or find a way for you to unblock them. They're trying to figure out how to communicate with you. I'm going to get just a few more, please, for this person. Where they're at currently. Abandoned. Walked away cold. So they feel abandoned by you. Okay. Twin flame. So they're acknowledging your connection here, mirroring, shared feelings, reflective. Yeah, so again, it could be that they're also mirroring your energy right now. So if you're feeling highly intuitive, you feel like you're in the energy of detachment, that's a beautiful thing. That means this person is upgrading as well, mirroring you if you resonate with divine counterparts here and possibilities. Okay. Yeah, so this person feels like they're sort of wanting to see if this is something that can come back around. Yeah, look, divine feminine. Their memories of you are sparking them to think, what if, what if? All right, I want to clarify with tarot. I'm going to leave that oracle deck to the end to get some final messages here. But I want to just understand, number one, how they're seeing you, their intentions. And I want to see if this is the same energy here. I don't know why I just heard water sign. So this person could be a water sign, or this person could be tapping into more of this King of Cups energy where they want to hold like emotional, they want to run the emotional depth with you. And I don't think they did that before. Actually, I'm pretty sure that they did not. And actually, they may have gaslit you and even made you feel like an outcast because of your emotions. Almost like it was just too much, right? You were both just too different. They were logical and you're emotional. It's almost like they wanted to label you and them as somehow a way to like scapegoat them taking, not accountability, but like holding space with you. I'm getting this feeling of a lot of blame. And it's almost with this obscurity card, it's like almost like they made themselves out to be more healed than they really were. But you never like called them out on that. You just accepted and loved them for who they were. So Spirit, please show me how this person is feeling about the viewer. The World. Nothing wants to come out here. They're holding back. It feels like they're holding back a little bit. this person is feeling about you, please. How about the viewer? Okay. So we have the World Cosmos right away coming out. So this is the World card in this deck. So I'm getting very distinctly that I feel like you two, they see that you two, how this person is viewing you, your connection. It feels like literally you two are in two different worlds. Okay, so you could be obviously separated, but it feels like there's a distance between you, or they almost feel like your differences were so massive, if that makes sense. It's almost like you were living on one planet and they were living on the other. That's what Spirit's giving me here. That's how drastic, you know, the differences were between you. And somehow you two like came together. So it feels like it sort of like sparked their hope and their faith, right? How they're seeing this connection with the Hierophant and the Page of Voices, which is the Page of Swords. So I do feel like they're getting clarity here about your connection, about how their actions contributed to the downfall of the relationship, right? It does feel like they want to bring clarity back into this situation. They want to bring stability back into this situation. That's how they're seeing the connection. It does feel like they're seeing this as something that had like real, I mean, I'm just hearing like staying power. 5 of Materials. So they are feeling abandoned. They're feeling withdrawn. They're feeling the weight of their mistakes here. 7 of Emotions, which is the 7 of Cups, and the 10 of Wands. Very interesting right now, culminating their energy and how they're feeling about you, feeling about the connection. I'm really getting very strongly with the 7 of Cups. This person feels like they'd have to make a lot of adjustments, 7 of Cups, in order to bring you the reconciliation, the energy, the protection, you know, the type of relationship that you deserve. And I really believe they're deciding if they're able to do that in this energy with the 7 of Cups. Again, it's giving me this like wanting to fully embrace their emotional depth, but they're not quite sure. It's almost like they don't know where to start, and they feel like the climb would be too great with the 10 of Wands, maybe to really bring you what you deserve, right? And look at this, because they're holding this jug, which is a jug of water. But look at, like, it's not just the one jug. It's like repetitive. So it's like the 10 of Wands is sort of signaling, like, it's not just a one and done. Like, you come back in, you say you understand me, you want to be with me, you want to hold space for me, like however it is that they would communicate with you and their way of communicating with you. But it's like they're understanding, like, this is a lifestyle. This is a choice. This is constant effort to be in a committed relationship with somebody, and also both people to be very different, both people to process life, emotions, feelings, hurt, joy differently, right? And are they able to bring to the table what they know that you need and deserve, whether or not they ever say that they know what you need and deserve? Their energy tells me that they see it. Now, whether or not they choose to communicate it, we're going to see. So they definitely have clarity. Now, are they going to do anything about it? We're going to find that out right now. I want to ask their next actions, please. Show me their actions for the viewer. Death and rebirth. So the moth coming out of the chrysalis here. 6 of Cups. More feelings of memories of nostalgia. Okay, so feels like they're wanting to repair this. Their next actions. Well, whether they desire to or not, they have to go through this transformation first. Yeah, Temperance. And the Queen of Pentacles. There's some sort of perception that I'm getting that they have here with the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Materials, that they have to reconcile, that they're being asked to reconcile if they're able to come toward you. So number one, their next actions are they're going through a massive awakening, right? We saw that with the clarity card. We saw that with the memories card. We saw that with the mistakes card, right? Them understanding, you know, and again, take it as it resonates in your personal situation, right? I mean, this person may have literally just gaslit you, not just. And there could be so much more than that, right? But it just feels like they denied you the space to be fully you, where it seems like in the beginning they really were willing and wanting to offer you something special and unique. And I think it sort of took you by surprise. Why am I hearing tech bros? I'm hearing like men with microphone. I don't know. It could be sort of that energy. It's almost like they flipped into sort of a bro. And again, please take that as it resonates. I know that's a very like Gen Y, Gen Alpha term. But I mean it as somebody whose immaturity really, really started to become apparent the more like depth you were wanting to take with them. And I'm not just saying like you were sitting on the couch crying all day about your ex. I'm saying that like your relationship was deepening. And so what happens when you deepen in relationships? Oftentimes old wounding gets opened up, right? And with the right person, you can work through that. It's not a deal breaker, right? We all have to till our own soil. But when you're coming together in a relationship, it's like both people get to take their piles and you mix it around, you see what works and prune out the stuff that doesn't. Like that's part of being in a relationship with two people who actively choose it. So very, very clearly I'm seeing that it just felt like as it got more depth and you wanting to bring things to the surface, you wanting to be vulnerable, you wanting to sort of expose, right, and be seen, that they just sort of like stunted this. And your intuition just said, one day that, you know, this will be available to me in the right person, whether it's this person or otherwise, whether they heal or not. So this person's next actions, whether they know it or not, but it does feel like they know it. They're going through a transformational process. I'm not seeing any urgency here on them coming forward. Not any urgency. So please, again, we have temperance here. Temper your expectations. It feels like this really is a period for them to come into balance and heal some notions and paradigms of their own, specifically about how they see Queen of Materials is just giving me not necessarily a mother figure, but it's like they have a distorted view in their mind from something in the past. It looks like Six of Cups and the page of the Queen of Pentacles here. So their next actions are, once they feel like they've transformed, their higher self knows this. They might not know this right now. Six of Cups, they want to come in and heal this with you. They want to balance this with you with the Temperance card. And their next actions are also why do I keep saying Page of Pentacles? This is the Queen of Materials, the Queen of Pentacles, but I keep saying Page. So it's like they do want to offer you something. They do want to offer you a fresh start. They want to offer you an apology. But with the Queen of Pentacles, in terms of their next actions, I do feel like they really want to show you, because the Queen of Pentacles can often be this energy of overgiving, putting yourself last. So I really feel like in this transformed energy, they're going to want to come in and balance this with you, right? Where you know there's somebody in your corner, somebody who you can trust that wants to like share the load with you, who wants to put you in your queen energy, who wants to put you on your seat where you can feel and ground. Like this person, Queen of Pentacles, they want to ground, they want to help ground you. They want to ground the connection into something very nurturing. With the Queen energy though too, I think they see the power in your depth. What is this person's intention for the viewer, please, coming forward? Okay, the Tower, right? So they want to rebuild this. They want to put this on a firm foundation. I'm hearing lasting with the Tower card here. 5 of Wands. This can be an energy of not only moving away from conflict, because this is typically a card of conflict or competition. This can also be the energy and a connection of someone wanting to come in and work toward this, you know, like put in the work toward this, you know, like kind of working alongside you, you know, like working for the common good, right? And they're almost giving me this phrase when like a couple attacks the problem, not each other. That's what I'm getting with the 5 of Wands. Like they want to come in and attack the problem, whatever the problem is in general, right? That could arise. No specific problem is coming to mind, but they like want to work on this with you, right? They want you to be a unit and like, you know, not attack each other, but attack whatever issues might come your way. Tower card, but which is building this on a firmer foundation. You also have 10 of Pentacles, right? So I mean, just absolutely beautiful and abundant. They want to just have this really robust, abundant life with you. It's like a happy ending. They want that, you know? And for some of you, they absolutely want to build a family or, you know, reconnect if you have children or, you know, however that looks for you. I'm just hearing like all under one roof is what I'm hearing. So take that as it resonates. And the 8 of Wands, their intentions are like to be lockstep with you. They want to move this forward. They want to put, you know, like I'm hearing like divine orchestration and set it, right? Set the destination, set the point, right? Like, let's be together. Let's make this work. You know, the 8 of Wands, inspirations are wands in this deck, can often look like Cupid's arrow in some decks, right? It gives me like Sagittarian energy a little bit. So this person feels like they really want to like set the mark, you know, and go for it. This is part of their clarity too. So their intention is with the 8 of Wands, like that's why something can move so fast, because it's clear and it's balanced. So it does feel like they're wanting to harness this clarity that's coming in for them. Look at my throat blocking up a little bit. So the 8 of Wands too can also be about bringing in messages. So their intention might also be like to make sure that they're coming in a place where they're able to communicate very authentically with you, from a place of love, from a place of stability, from a place of consistency, from a place of depth, from a place where they are listening to you. Because a lot of this feels like the depth was very one-sided. It was all really in your court. And no, it didn't drive them away. They drove themselves away. They weren't ready. But are they ready? What's the possible outcome, please, of this connection? The Fool and the Chariot. Oh my God, beautiful new beginnings. Balanced new beginnings. The Chariot isn't just about speed. The Chariot is about directionality. It's about balance. It can actually only move forward, right? So this is forward movement, Chariot, when both parties, both energies are balanced. So this feels like the outcome is a new beginning and a fresh start for you both. Moving forward. Let's just see if there's anything else. My cards always stick. Sorry, I licked my finger. That's probably really gross. 8 of Voices. Beautiful. So coming out of whatever was trapping you both, which is healing energy, and 6 of Materials with the 8 of Swords. Very, very healing energy. They want to heal this. They want to apologize. They want to set this right. So the outcome is healing, freedom, generosity, equal give and take. Like really, really equal give and take. This is also like realizing that you have the depth and capacity, right? The only thing that was tying you down were your own limits, were your own fears, were your own blocks. So coming out of that, that's the outcome here. Both of you coming into a much more healed energy with one another. this energy of like coming as you are, like, again, like let's combine our soils together, like bring whatever messiness you have, right? We're going to build, we're going to plant, we're going to like there will be harvest. You literally have confirmation that there will be harvest here with the 10 of Pentacles. So that's really beautiful. It feels like the outcome is very healing for you all, and like a chance for a real fresh start if that's what you want. I want to get this oracle deck here to see what else does Spirit want me to ask. You know, Spirit's just asking me to say, is there anything else that the viewer needs to know about this connection to guide you toward your most aligned outcome? Most aligned outcome. What is the viewer? Please show me what the viewer. Just going to get cards and see. We'll do one pass through. So I guess more or less, this is like your guidance. But for your most aligned path. Okay. Beautiful. Look at that on the bottom, alone and lonely, which goes back to that withdrawn card. Not for long, not for long. Okay, we have trust and surrender. Beautiful. We have don't reach out. Don't reach out to them. Good. I also had that coming through earlier when I was talking about the energy of like one day and withdrawn. Like you're purposely holding yourself back from reaching out to them. Break up. So one thing that might be important to know is this person could be ending something with somebody else. Okay. And I don't know if they've dated anybody in the interim. You would know that this isn't a message to break the news to you in some way. Or they could be like releasing a karmic, releasing a third party. Again, it doesn't have to be a relationship, but it feels like they're breaking up with bad habits. They're breaking up with a past version of themselves. So what you need to know right now is they're sort of going through it. So the energy that you would feel, or you did feel in your breakup, in your separation, right? They're feeling it and then some, because they're also shedding old identities. They're also coming, well, working through with the death card, major change in their life. Okay. And some of them for the first time ever is what I'm hearing. And look, and we have major change as well. So you need to know that this person is also going through a major change just like you. So you two are probably mirroring each other. Oh, that's beautiful. Love. Love coming in. Soulmates, twin flames, if you resonate. This is like 2 of Cups energy. That's beautiful. And we also have take action. So it does feel like this person is going to take action on love, and you're being guided as well. That if you feel called, if you feel aligned, right? We asked about what is your guidance for your most aligned path. They're saying take action on this love when it comes back around. And I, like many other readers, and one of my very favorite readers, Divine Empress 333, she always says, just because love comes back doesn't mean you have to take them back. If they're not healed, if they're not different, if they're not in alignment with what you're looking for vibrating, you know, the echoes of your vibration as well, you don't have to take them back. And I do feel like in your energy, you have a longing to be with somebody, but I do feel a lot of maturity, emotional maturity from you in that, oh, I have chills. You're not just willing to rest with anybody. You're trusting your intuition. You know one day that this aligned love is going to find you. And so if you have to be single for a little bit and feel lonely, because yes, that's normal. You feeling lonely is normal when you're alone sometimes. You'd rather do that than be with the person who can't hold you, who can't carry you, who can't witness you, who can't walk alongside you, and ultimately who doesn't want to merge paths with you, right? Because it's not you fitting in like a puzzle piece into their life. It's you two coming together equally with your own mess, with your own joy, with your own bricks, and creating something beautiful together. And that's what you're calling in. So ultimately, when this person comes back, and it's going to take a little bit of time, okay? Just please be aware of that. You know, I really, really believe you're going to have a very clear understanding of if they're in the right space, you know, to truly walk this path with you. That's exciting. That's exciting. It's exciting, you know why? Because you knowing who you are and you knowing that your worth, your wounding isn't the responsibility of anybody else, but it comes with the territory. And you know that all parts of you are beautiful. They deserve to be seen. You're not asking to hold on to them longer than you need to. And I really feel like a lot of beautiful growth is coming in on your end. And there's too. Theirs is slower. Theirs is a little bit slower. But I feel alignment from them. And if you feel that when they come back, that's a great sign. And trust your intuition. It's here for a reason, because you'll know exactly what to do. So whether it's this person or somebody else resembling this type of energy, let this be a confirmation of what you deserve. Somebody who wants to work on this with you. Something who wants to move forward. Someone who wants to commit. Equal give and take. To expose your shadows and work through it together. And that's your 10 of Pentacles. All right. Well, thank you for being here, allowing me the space in your day to channel this reading for you. I hope it serves. I hope it supports. And I love you. I'll see you in the next one.